Welcome back, everyone. Today we are kicking off the next phase of our journey with a deeply cinematic yet entirely possible scenario. In this explainer, we're diving into a massive, almost existential question about the future of humanity. We're going to explore our place in a highly automated world and ask ourselves what actually happens when the very concept of a job becomes totally obsolete.
So let's start with Section 1. Welcome to the year 2045. I want you to just pause and truly immerse yourself in this scenario for a second. Imagine you wake up on a Monday morning. The sun's shining, your coffee is brewing, but something outside your window feels noticeably, weirdly different.
There are no traffic jams, there are no crowded office buildings, no frantic morning rush, and absolutely no stressful miles-long lines at the train stations. That daily hustle and grind we've all grown so incredibly used to, it's just completely gone. It's eerily quiet.
Millions of people are simply no longer going to work. And the crazy thing is, this isn't because of some national holiday. It isn't because of a catastrophic global crisis either. It's because almost every single job has been successfully and fully automated.
I mean, just think about the sheer scale of the automation we're talking about here. It literally touches every corner of society. Factories are building complex products without a single human on the floor. Hospitals are using AI to diagnose diseases with an accuracy that vastly outpaces any human doctor. Self-driving trucks are just effortlessly navigating continents. We've got restaurants where robotic kitchens prepare gourmet meals perfectly, every single time. Software is literally out there writing other software. AI agents are negotiating complex, multi-million-dollar business contracts. Even our most groundbreaking scientific discoveries are happening with minimal human involvement. Machines are quite simply performing the labor of the world.
Which brings us to Section 2, the human identity crisis.
At first glance, it sounds like an absolute dream. Machines do all the heavy lifting, and we just get to enjoy life. But then this massive, profound new question appears. If machines can genuinely do everything, what exactly is the purpose of humans?
The really crucial point to remember is that work has never just been a mechanism to earn a paycheck. For thousands of years, work has fundamentally shaped our civilization. People didn't just clock in for money, they worked to solve complex problems. We worked to create, to build, to contribute something meaningful to the people around us. Think about it. A doctor saves lives, a teacher inspires the next generation, an engineer designs the bridges that connect our cities, an artist creates beauty that moves us. A scientist expands the very boundaries of human knowledge. Work is deeply, inextricably interwoven with who we are.
And this right here is the core conflict we are speeding toward. On one side, we have the traditional human experience, waking up every day, carrying the pride of a lifelong profession you've mastered. But on the other side, the new reality, waking up knowing that an algorithm can perform your profession faster, vastly cheaper, and significantly more accurately than you ever could. How does society fundamentally function when the pride of human expertise is instantly outclassed by lines of code?
But hey, before we panic, many economists predict this automation could actually usher in an incredible era of abundance. The cost of living could totally plummet, food becomes cheaper to produce, energy gets cleaner and way more efficient, everyday products become highly affordable, healthcare improves dramatically thanks to precision AI diagnostics, and because of all this, people would work far fewer hours. Families could finally spend more meaningful time together, and education wouldn't just be something that ends after college. It would become a lifelong pursuit of knowledge just for the joy of it.
Let's look at Section 3, Lessons from Technological History.
History is practically shouting at us here. Every single technological revolution creates intense disruption, yes, but it always births new opportunities that we literally couldn't have imagined beforehand. During the agricultural age, tractors replaced manual farming. Millions left the fields, and people were terrified for the future of work. But society adapted. In the information age, computers entered offices, and entire rooms of traditional paperwork just vanished. In the digital age, the internet arrived, completely upending media and commerce, but it birthed entirely new, massive industries. Disruption is just the engine of human evolution.
Moving to Section 4, Universal Income and New Systems.
So if AI drives this massive transition, governments might need to rewrite the economic playbook entirely. One of the biggest ideas being discussed is Universal Basic Income, or UBI. This is a system where citizens receive regular financial support, while automated machines generate the bulk of society's wealth. Looking at this objectively, there are two distinct perspectives. Supporters believe UBI could be the ultimate tool to effectively eradicate poverty, giving everyone a safety net as traditional jobs fade away. Critics, on the other hand, worry that handing out unconditional income might drastically reduce human motivation, ambition, and our drive to innovate. The reality? No one truly knows exactly how a system like this would play out on a global scale.
This brings us to Section 5, Humanity's Greatest Strengths.
Let's ask a deeper question. If survival doesn't depend on work anymore, what actually motivates people? If you look closely at history's greatest achievements, they were rarely driven by a paycheck alone. People don't climb Mount Everest for a salary, right? They climb it for the adventure because it's there. Scientists spend decades peering into microscopes out of pure innate curiosity. Artists create breathtaking masterpieces because they have a profound need to express themselves. Explorers cross treacherous oceans to discover the unknown. These are our real drivers: learning, helping others, exploring, and seeking purpose. So, we need to reframe the entire narrative. This right here is what you should really take away from this explainer. For years, all the anxiety has been focused on that first question: which jobs will disappear? We have to stop focusing on the labor we're losing. Instead, we need to shift our focus to the second question: which human qualities become more valuable? The future might not ask what job you have, but rather what unique value you bring that no machine ever can.
Where do we channel all that freed-up energy? We pivot to what makes us distinctly, wonderfully human. Imagine a future where creativity is literally the world's most valuable skill. We'll design deeply engaging experiences rather than just manufacturing widgets. We'll focus our intellect on solving complex ethical problems that algorithms just can't parse. We'll build stronger, more empathetic communities. We'll invent wild new ideas, dedicate our resources to exploring space, create profound art, and focus on developing deep human relationships. Rather than competing against intelligent machines, our role will be to guide them, providing the moral and creative compass they lack. Maybe the future isn't about humans doing less. Maybe it's about humans doing different things.
And that brings us to the ultimate takeaway. Technology has always changed what humans do. From the plow to the steam engine to the microchip, our daily tasks are in a constant state of evolution. But it has never changed what humans are. No matter how intelligent AI becomes, no matter how seamlessly it integrates into our 2045 reality, your unique human value, your empathy, your creativity, your consciousness remains absolutely irreplaceable. But as we solve this crisis of purpose, a new, massive frontier is emerging on the horizon. If machines can do everything, think for themselves, and perhaps even learn to build upon their own intelligence, could AI become the first civilization born entirely from code? That is an absolutely fascinating mystery, and it's exactly what we'll be exploring next time.